We're kind of back, guys. Kind of.
I'm back.
Yep, we just
ready to roll.
A bunch of cameras off, and I think we're also waiting for Adam. So everything's all out of place, but don't worry. As soon as everyone's back and cameras are on, we'll all be back in place. And for the person that asked, yes, Sandbox home campaign for Pathfinder does mean Kingmaker. I am that sneaky.
Perhaps I should have voted. Oh well.
You can vote now.
Nah, it's too late.
Yes, for that 3-week period, it's too late.
I can tick off multiple boxes.
Yes. Amazing how that works.
Ooh, Shattered Star.
Is everyone level 2?
I am not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I am freshly minted.
Excellent.
I return again. What's going on?
Waiting for Adam.
Ah.
We are all sitting in silence.
I see that.
Contemplating the mysteries of the universe.
God.
As I drink my chapstick of Canadian beers.
That sounds reasonable.
Surely nothing can go wrong.
I'd like to thank the viewers for showing up tonight.
I mean, you'd like to think them, but you won't.
But they are just viewers, so we can't talk to them directly.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd talk to my viewers directly. Thank you once more, viewers. Yes. Seems like a good time to announce my new RPG run is not just Dragon Age Origins, but it's also Shadowrun Dragonfall. And I'm looking into the legality of running. What was it? So I own this game. For me, it's called Tales of Destiny 2, right?
Oh.
But apparently, it's called Tales of Eternia now. I don't know how that happened. There's also another game called Tales of Destiny 2, so I'm freaking confused because I have a box that says Tales of Destiny 2. Anyway, I got a PlayStation emulator, and yeah, I think that I might try to find some bros to hook up with online, and we'll play 4-player, because I got my multi-tap, right? So I don't feel bad about emulating a multi-tap. Where's my multi-tap? Even keep it in a box. Here we go. This is for originally, look at that, original PlayStation, 4 players. So you could play Tales of Destiny 2, so you could all play 4 different characters and get a $9.99 combo, beating people up by having the mages just spam wind attacks over and over again.
I'm pretty sure I played the first one back in the day.
Oh man, Tales of Destiny is badass. Ooh, ow. I just hit the mic.
It does liven up combat in an RPG, that's for sure.
You're supposed to drop the mic, not hit it.
One of the best things I like about it is that the first player controls all the decisions for walking around and talking to people and finding all the stuff. But whenever you go to the menu, anybody can do anything. And so, like, as soon as you go to the menu, someone can be like, I'm going to de-equip all my items. And the other guy's like, no, I want to de-equip all my items and take the new sword.
Oh, man.
You're like, no, it's mine. Free for all. So much good stuff about that game. So yeah, I'm looking into possibly streaming that after Dragonfall. Dragonfall looks like it's going to be hilarious. I brought back Moonflower McBadass once again.
What about Pillars of Eternity? You going to check that out?
Oh man, so when that comes out, I Kickstarter back that. So yeah,
it's like 3 weeks away, right?
No, it's the 26th.
Oh,
it's a month away. Yeah,
I thought it was exactly the middle of the month.
Away.
Oh.
Listen, this is what's going to happen. This cup right here is going to disappear. I'm going to get 2-gallon jugs of water, and I'm going to get supplies, and I'm going to do a 24-hour stream of it. Nice. I might even cancel whatever game I have that day, and just see if I can rise to stardom with a 24-hour stream of Pillars of Eternity, because that game is the shit looking.
Oh, yeah. And then Sword Coast Adventures comes out later this year. Or whatever it's called.
That's the Eberron thing, right? No.
That's Forgotten Realms. Yeah.
I knew it was
With
a D&D thing. Oh, it's on a Thursday. Yeah, I'll cancel Hub easily. No problem. 24 hours of this. Adam, where are you at, bro? He must have gotten kid aggro.
I'm pretty sure we can blame the dwarves.
Yep, we will blame the dwarves. We're going to move ahead with Adam. We can't be dwarfing all day.
That warlock got him. We weren't looking.
Yeah, he snuck back into the camp and stole his soul.
He said he needed innocent blood, right?
You don't need to be grabbing Soren, that's for sure. Boom. That's a mic drop right there. Also, Soren would probably kick his ass since he has Mage Slayer as a feat.
Oh, jeez. I haven't looked at the feats yet. I have all the books. I just haven't really.
Yeah, the human alternate trait is you can get a feat or some bullshit.
I really should have done that.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can't believe I haven't seen it in the campaign so far. There's a feat called Sharpshooter where you take a -5 on attack, you get a +10 to damage on ranged. And so at low level, that's basically like firing a nuclear missile at somebody.
If you can hit.
Oh, and you don't take disadvantage if you go long range.
Yep.
And you ignore cover.
So good.
Nice.
Yeah, Sharpshooter is the shit.
Well, after Staven dies, inevitably, I will add some feats to, or a feat to my next character.
I don't think you're going to David Silver this up. I can't.
Well, I'm trying to get everybody to hate me already.
Hey, the rate this is going, we'll probably live this week.
Sorry. Here I am. Actually made a character that doesn't instantly die.
I'm going to have to say David definitely wins the Who Has the Best Beard contest pretty easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by far.
I
would even let him win the Best Hair contest, too. Like, no question.
My hair is pretty wild.
Yeah. It's not as bad as some of those times I've had you on the stream.
Yeah, it's looking reasonably under control today.
No, man. Listen. When I first met you, your hair was like out to here, and then one day you just shaved your head down. Boom, it was gone.
I do that sometimes.
Yep, it was crazy.
Usually in the summertime.
No, actually, it has absolutely nothing to do with the temperature. It's just like, you know what? This hair is done. Bring it. All right.
We do need to get back on track at some point here, so that my YouTube viewers don't stab me in the face with complaints.
We can just put like a time stamp on where it picks up again in the comments or something.
Oh yeah, leave a message in the comment section below if you don't like us talking about stuff. I just want to see us roll dice.
You bunch of jerks.
If you don't like us talking about personal stuff, dislike this video.
Oh no, the dislikes!
I actually don't have that many dislikes on my channel, but I have a feeling that this one might get a couple. So what's your guys' what's happening here? You know, you wake up in the morning, everyone's fine. It looks like Rufus spent the whole night with his crossbow jammed into his armpit, pointing in the general direction of the northeast.
I will suggest that we try to find out where that dwarf went. Just on alert.
What? I thought we already had a place to go.
Well, I'm awake now.
Well, I think we have.
Now I'm awake now? That's your excuse?
I think we have two options.
I mean, we keep getting distracted. We'll never actually get somewhere.
We are somewhere.
No, this is not a somewhere. This is an anti-somewhere.
Very well. I will go along with the group.
The original Falcon plan was to keep heading east, but we also got the information from the Warlock that we could go northeast for 12 miles to get to his temple, which I am interpreting as, I think they're different temples, but it seems kind of, how many... I'm confused.
It would be easier to just take up a temple than to build one.
Wait. I thought we're trying to find a magic sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's long, it's sharp, and it glows. I think they glow. They glow, right?
I would not object to killing evil cultists. Even if it is in the name of some Light or God.
I mean, have they actually done anything?
Well,
So when you say that, Rufus is like, do you not know the crimes the warlock committed against the great elven empire?
No.
they're not good people. Let's just put it that way.
He's like, yes, of course they're not. They're terrible people.
Okay, but we sort of made a contract. We're supposed to find a place with the sword. It's all
He
magic.
says, oh, if you want to wipe out this wretched hive of scum and villains, then yes, we shall march upon the temple of Nyarlathotep, and we shall purge these dwarven scum from the bowels of the earth.
But this temple of Nyarlathotep is not this temple of Endurus. They're different temples, correct?
Possibly, but they could be the same.
See, they may have usurped the temple that we seek.
Either way, can you really let a heretic live?
Yes.
Then you, sir,
Wait.
are not a true servant of the...
It was just an
servant of the
idea.
Empire at all, I say.
I don't think straight with an empty stomach anyway. Where is breakfast?
We got
Yes,
venison and some venison and a little bit of venison.
Perfect.
That's right.
And so Rufus says, if only I had some Parmigiana.
We're gonna get
Can you
scurvy,
make
guys.
that out of? Can you make that out of venison?
You could have venison Parmesan, I'm sure.
I will take
okay.
my leave and dig a latrine hole and do my morning ritual.
Is digging the latrine hole your morning ritual, or is it doing
Oh,
something with
there
the
has to
latrine
be a hole first before I can do it.
I understand.
I mean, we are still civilized, at least a little.
For certain definitions.
Yes, I
Some
fundamentally
have said
don't.
that, yes.
Anyway, no, I don't particularly want to just go and attack a random temple that we didn't come here to attack. That's not like super high on my list of things to do.
Thorin, what are your thoughts on this?
And I'm getting grumpy. We haven't had a drink out in the wilderness for quite some time.
I'm very much interested in discovering lost religious relics. So investigating
what they're discussing is leading an attack on the Temple of Nyarlathotep and purging all the heretics within.
I mean, is that something that like a long-term goal, or is that more of a short-term?
This morning goal.
Oh,
it's been footnoted on the list of goals.
So, our tangent from going to the dojo got interrupted by another tangent of possibly going to basically offer ourselves up as sacrifices to a temple with hundreds of followers who are currently looking for sacrifices. Philkin will say, I think we do the job, get paid, don't be heroes.
Of course.
Keep
the
flying.
Malcolm Reynolds.
yeah, I'm definitely more interested in the bird in hand, the bird beating the 500 gold piece gold bar.
Yes. I want to learn more about the Divine Spark, the Divine Spark Temple. I really
So
don't
he
want to learn
says,
about
I
evil.
will waive, yes, your contracts, if you will help me investigate this Temple of Nyarlathotep. Yes, we don't even need to attack it with me, though I would of course appreciate your assistance. Simply discovering, marking, and returning with an army of elven and human janissaries would be more than enough. Yes, I would rise quite high through the ranks of the priesthood.
I assume you would do the attacking part with the humans and elves and whatnot.
Of course, yes. I would probably bring the guard with me. Trustworthy bunch of fellows. Seems recruitment's up lately. Some little halfling's been bouncing around the town, making a complete fool of himself.
It makes the people really happy.
Yes. You should see the reenactment they have of him at dinner parties. I practically shat myself. Yes.
Petey, misunderstood.
Because these guys are mostly level 1 and level 2, by the way. Almost everybody's level.
My vote has turned more firmly towards finding the shiny magic sword.
Yeah. Filkin will put his arm on Petey's shoulder and says, all true artists are only appreciated after their death, Petey. Don't worry. You'll be appreciated one day.
I'm not sure I should take that as a good thing.
Foreshadowing.
So the thing about his background folk here is he's loved by the common folk, but hated by the nobility.
Well, Filkin seems to hate the idea of this. Filkin is oddly protective of these dwarves for reasons that I don't think the party's aware of. I don't care about the contract.
Is that a gnome that just said that?
Dun, dun,
yeah.
Dun.
Well,
I will give you inspiration for that if you don't already have it.
I do not. I spent it trying to.
When you say that out loud, Rufus is like, "What? You don't care about the contract, young boy?"
Not
very well. We will go some other direction rather than directly northeast.
Well, I'll leave it up to my compatriots. If they choose to go northeast,
I would hate to upset you.
You're in the middle of nowhere, buddy, and I'm the only way you can get back to civilization. So just, you may be a noble.
His map. He says, "Are you threatening me? I literally have a frigging map."
Well, already done.
He turns to the rest of you, and he looks over Petey because Petey is a halfling. He looks toward Daven, who's basically like gone into a blood rage and like digs latrine holes, even though he claims to be noble, and he just keeps turning until he reaches Soren and is like, "Can you talk some sense into the rest of these fools?"
I do agree that we should follow through with our commitment to this contract and discover any religious lore that we're able to discover, in addition to unclaimed property, unclaimed tangible property, that is. It seems that the any land would be claimed by the is Fiddleback?
Rufus Parmesan.
Parmesan, yeah, that's right. Fiddleback was his second cousin.
Yep.
Once removed on the mother's side.
It is my ambition to discover this temple as well.
Soren is wise. Soren is very wise.
Okay.
Maybe on the way back we'll hit Nyarla, whatever.
Okay, so what's your plan for the day?
Our guide, would you like to begin our journey searching out this any signs for this temple?
I would love to. I will stick to the current plan of heading due east, not heading northeast towards the temple of Nyarlathotep, and just head due east. By my gnomish prediction, we will hit it in approximately 24 more miles.
Okay, so you're spending the whole day traveling east.
Yes, please.
Okay. Same party setup as last time?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Can I have everyone make their checks?
Oh, man. At this point, I'm starting to get kind of bored. I'll be looking around. Instead of watching our backs, I'll be kind of looking around for signs that there have been other people going in different directions than we are, to see if there's maybe any indication.
Can you make a survival tracking check? Oh, that's like a wisdom survival. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Filkin will use his Tides of Chaos to try to make this survival roll extra good. I'm going to get advantage. Is that the
one where when you cast spells for the rest of the day, you have to roll on wild magic?
My first level sorcerer spells if you choose, will automatically be wild surges anytime I cast
Okay.
the first. Yeah, which I love.
Alright.
I can't wait for wild. Anyways, so
I may or may not see any tracks with a 0.
And does Tides of Chaos give you advantage on this roll?
yes, so Filkin has a 20 survival trying to find this.
Okay.
No.
All right. Steven, can you roll a D100? All right. And PD, can you roll 2d6?
Oh boy.
I don't know what it is about this party, but it feels very Three Amigo-ish.
Dusty Bottoms, Lucky Day.
Okay. You travel 24 miles to the east, and as the sun goes down, you find the perfect camp spot due to the use of Thorin's perception. And when you get there, Petey, you notice that at the edge of the campsite, there are 4 elk.
Oh
Don't.
god. Not the elks again.
Does Filkin, are you wearing the horns on your turtle thing, or is that for later?
I was assuming I'd have to do some shenanigans
some
in
time.
town.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna have to take some time.
Okay.
Like, get to boil them in
You
a
can't
pot. I
just
saw
like
that
it's not like
sauce.
a chicken wing, right? You can't just crack it right off and then.
What if he says knee while he's attaching them? Does that help?
Oh no, it doesn't. It means he automatically gets disadvantage on the roll the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So I'm going to not point them out to our noble guest,
Okay.
since I'm fairly certain how that would go. I'm just going to hope that they wander away before he notices them there.
All right. You're not saying anything to anybody?
It's like, zzz.
All right. As you guys spread out around the campsite and get started, all 4 elk just start like wandering in. Rufus doesn't even seem to notice them. He's too busy working on his map. And like the elk begins surrounding him and eating the grass. What do you guys do?
Well, this has gone poorly.
I will attempt to make a racket to scare them off. I've had enough venison already.
Okay. You scare them off. The elk begin bleeding as they go, and a man wanders out of the bush. He's wearing like pure green, like camo, ridiculous looking camo, like a ghillie suit, medieval ghillie suit. And he's like, "Now, boy, why'd you do there? How did you ride there? You know what I mean, saying?"
I will attempt to scare him off and make a loud racket.
He's
Talking
like, "All right,
badger.
I'll get going now. I think I have to go now, and don't even want to hear that. Say fine, I'm out of here." And Rufus is like,
Hey.
"Who the hell is it? Bloody what the?" Yes.
Oh,
Should we
Hunter and-
not question the man, because he may know the location of this religious
He's
ruin?
already attempting to leave. If you were to try to follow him, you'll need to make a perception check.
All right,
no.
I will
I'll
attempt to
follow him.
follow.
I
You know,
will
we
too.
scaring off animals is fine, but we are looking for an abandoned ruin that we do not know
Yeah.
the exact location for.
I couldn't make any sense of what he was saying. He clearly is an animal.
Whoops, wrong one.
I'll take the 20 on the roll, though. So,
Okay.
yeah, you definitely easily follow him. So he's like stomping away, trying to follow the elk, who are gracefully bounding out of into the forest, easily out of sight. You have a little bit of trouble following his ghillie suit at first, but then you just follow the horrifying stench coming from him, and you easily catch up.
I'm sorry for my companion's behavior back there. We actually wanted to talk to you, or at least I wanted to talk to you.
He says, "Hey, turn down me there now."
I can offer you a flask of something delicious, and I offer him a flask of alcohol. Rum. We'll make it rum.
He just starts drinking it. Drinks the whole thing, and then he goes, "What are you talking about now? You hear? Doing in the middle of this dang here forest. Outlanders,
Well-
these slickers up from north of you."
We're looking for an old abandoned temple.
Oh, then, well, there's no bad town about 35, 40 miles about east of here. Just cross the road about 10 miles. Keep heading east. Keep heading east. And go right for the sun.
Which road would that be?
Oh, the great big road. Great big road. 10 miles east of here. Run north-south. Goes right through the forest. Goes down Trafalgar.
And are the people of Falgar, are they friendly folk or are they hostile?
Trafalgar. Trafalgar.
Al Gore.
Trafalgar. You know what I'm saying? Trafalgar.
I see. And are those folks, those friendly folk or are they mean?
I'm friendly, folks.
Okay.
It's my family. They're all friendly. Everybody's friendly out here. We're all friendly.
And so I assume you live out in these woods?
Woods are my woods. My dang woods.
Have you met anyone else up here recently?
Yeah, I saw a guy about 2-3 days back wandering around.
I'm just going to make small talk with them just to
Okay.
see if there's any,
So it becomes obvious that he saw an elf also bearing the yellow sign heading northernly a few days ago.
yellow sign. Okay. And I asked him if there's been any more cult activity in his area outside of that elf.
What you talking about cult activity? Ain't no cults around here.
Well, I call the yellow, the people that wear the yellow clothes and the eye a cult.
Look, call them damn racist. Damn racist. Sound like one of them dang elves, you know what I'm saying? Sound like one of them empire types. You one of them empire types? We ain't like you much. Better not head to Trafalgar unless you want to lose your toes, son.
Well, I like to keep my body parts intact.
When you said that, he's like, bam, chop right off. Nobody likes them stinking elven sympathists down there. Nope, no sir.
I see. Well, if you think we can't miss this temple that we're looking for, and it seems like the temple northeast of here is not causing you any trouble. It sounds like
there's no temple northeast of here. What you talking about?
those were the temple where the people
That
wear
temple
the
that
yellow.
was northeast of you, that was 24 miles west. There's a
Ah,
whole day behind you.
my bad.
Phil can roll the 4 on his perception, so I assume that Soren and the
You've probably heard them talking about it. I mean, yeah, maybe you got lost for a little bit, but then you sort of just...
out of character from my map notes, that north-south road was Trafalgar to the north on the road or the south of the road?
He didn't mention.
If I'm there, I'd like to ask.
Okay.
But if I'm not
He
there,
says,
I'll wait.
down south, you know what I'm saying? Down south.
Trafalgar sounds pretty fantastic. I should go there soon.
Mm-hmm.
Let me introduce you to my best known friend in the whole wide world. His name's Filkin. He speaks many languages.
A few. So sorry to ruin your hunt. Do you need any food, or was it more of just a hunt for the sport?
He says, I'm trying to hunt him. I'm a dang dude, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, you were observing?
I didn't want you killing him none.
Yes. Well, I don't fight elk. I've
He
never
says,
struck
that's
a
the
blow
very
against
thing
an elk.
you say now, Harry. Why would you say something like that? It's pretty dang suspicious when you say.
Well, no, it's just you suspected us of being those elf scum, and I thought if you inferred that we were elf scum, that you might think that we were hunter scum too. But no, we are anti-empire and pro-animal.
Do you need to make a bluff check?
Yeah. I mean, anti-empire? No, it's true. But yeah, I kill animals all the time. My deception is +4. I'm gonna spend my inspiration on this just so I don't pooch it up.
Pretty wise.
So +4, I have a 23 and a 20.
Okay, so he's like, yeah, I totally believe everything you just said there, boy. Well, listen, I gotta get going now. The sun's going down. Unless you got any further questions, I might head out now.
No, it's
I
thanks
don't.
for the. So 10 miles to the east is a north-south road, and then about 35 to 40 beyond that is our temple. Thank you so much.
That's about right now. You just make sure to rub some elk poop all over you. Y'all smell, city slickers.
Do you have any elk poop on you?
He points to the pile that's at your campsite from where the elk were harvesting grass.
I will rub it on my face.
Okay, he says, that's not exactly how you do it, son, but sure.
I'm also gonna get shit faced.
Oh,
Oh.
All right, you guys begin rubbing yourselves down on the face with dangerous fecal matter from
We could have
wild animals.
not so much the clothes or the boots, but the face.
Can I have both of you make Constitution saves real quick?
oh
Yes.
man.
It doubles as camouflage.
Yeah, could be your excuse.
So for Constitution save, I get to add my con score and my proficiency since my class is okay. Yeah, sorry.
You both rolled ones.
Mommy, I don't feel so good.
I think these elk were sick too.
Lyme disease. Who's worried about that?
I never heard of such
who's
a thing.
doing the... Well, I can't believe how completely out of the blue this is coming. All right. Who's doing what watches?
I will. I'll talk. Actually, Lord Rufus. I know you're used to having servants dress you. Would you care for some help in rubbing the poop on your face, and I'll just hold out a
Rufus
handful of poop.
immediately begins shifting the crossbow in your direction.
Okay. All right. Don't
Wait,
don't come
what
complaining.
possessed you to do that in the first place?
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I don't know. I mean,
Very well.
Ah.
I go to sleep.
I mean, the
Yeah,
guy was wearing
I'm
a
gonna
suit. You couldn't see his face, so I've already got buckskin on, so my face is the most visible.
Yes,
radiant
next you
thing.
will start talking like him as well. That's great.
That would be a pretty interesting accomplishment. Can I have Staven make a perception check in the middle of the night? You're on
I
third
really
watch,
wish
right?
you wouldn't. Perfect.
Okay. So it takes you a while to notice. Both Soren and Filkin have begun voiding their bowels all over the place. It seems pretty bad. They definitely are very sick right now.
I will make sure that they have plenty of water. But that is all.
That would be easier said than done if the person who normally goes and gets you water wasn't currently dying.
In that case, I will attempt to have our charge take a look at him.
Okay, so Rufus looks both of them over and says, yes, so look at the fecal matter here and here. Look very closely, Staven. And he leans down and expects you to lean down as well.
Maybe you could just give me the long and the short of it instead.
Oh, of course, they have parasites.
Excellent. What shall we do? Burn them out?
You want to burn the parasites out.
I don't know. What do you suggest?
Well, they're going to need some pretty intensive medical care.
And you don't possess this kind of care?
I could cure them, but of their wounds, but I can't eject parasites from their body. What do you think? I am some kind of magician? I cannot cure this disease. They're going to need mundane, non-magical care for their foolishness. Or if they like to pay lots of money. I don't suppose they're citizens of the Elven Empire, are they?
They don't appear as such.
Oh, no free healthcare then.
Well, we may have to turn back.
Take me to the healers of the Temple of Nyarlathotep.
Oh, he's delirious as well.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Perhaps we should go back to Hub after all. Or what? Was he talking of some other local town, I think, settlement.
There is a town to the south called Trafalgar.
Did I hear him mention how far away was it? I'll kick
He
him.
didn't mention how far it was.
The road is 10 miles away, but we have no idea how far south once we get to the road. So
And I
how
wasn't
sick
paying
is Filkin?
attention.
Sorry, go ahead, James.
No, you're the sick man.
So both of you have disadvantage on any strength rolls, and you also have a -2 to your constitution until you get this cured.
We're not like delirious and
Nope. Just every night you're gonna have the shakes, the sweats.
Well, I will ask Filkin, how far are we from Hub at this point? I was not paying attention to the road.
How far do you think you are?
we
Couple
went.
days?
Let's see. The hypotenuse of a triangle that's 32 by 32 is like 48 something. We're like,
If we travel in
40
a straight line, how long will it take us to get back, Filkin?
3 days.
So, Rufus speaks up. He's like, "Oh, it's about 60 miles here. 60 miles.
Falcon shakes his head.
That's about
Okay.
4 days."
Check, since I have proficiency in an herbalism kit, what would the possibility be of finding something that could calm their agitated bowels?
You mean alleviate their symptoms for a time?
Yes, that.
You would need to make a difficult heal check. So probably about it.
Just roll a 20, that's all.
Would that be wisdom or intelligence?
Oh, it's definitely going to be wisdom.
Do you have
Okay.
inspiration, sir?
I do,
will,
but it sounds like it's just going to like let you be a little better temporarily.
I will give you Bardic Inspiration, my 1d6 Bardic Inspiration die, so you can add 1d6 to your roll. That'll actually give
Ooh,
you
fancy. Now we're talking. We are playing with fire. Heck, I'll go ahead and use that inspiration. We might as well just let this go as far as it's gonna go.
And for my inspirational speech, I'll say, if I die, you're all going to starve to death out here.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I am very far from my bed at this point.
So you're using Bardic Inspiration?
Yes. D6
How
as a
is your
bonus.
speech? Are you literally giving like a speech where you're like, "And if I die, you will all die with me, just like Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra."
Oh, Tanagra.
It's a 1d6,
Yes.
right?
It is a 1d6.
Oh shit! Yeah, you find
Damn.
enough plants for both of them.
Yes.
So
And I will-
you just like walk out into the woods and you're like, "Yep, trefoil, king's leaf, tobacco, got what I need."
He did find that ring of herbs and spices after all.
That's right. Sage, roast, Parmesan. Did he find any Parmesan?
He makes an ancient herbal remedy called original recipe chicken.
Yes.
So you mix together these various poultices, and you give it to them, and they immediately throw up, and you can see that there's living parasites in there.
Good.
But they
get
feel
out.
a little better for now.
Well, that's good.
They're definitely going to need a cleanse.
Thank you. Ugh, maybe that rubbing shit on my face wasn't the best idea.
Maybe you
Well,
should clean your hands afterwards.
Yeah,
I try to
Poor
be,
mealtime.
a nice person. I don't want to say anything, but I didn't think it was a good idea at the time.
Oh, Petey, thank
man.
you. Perhaps this should not be a song. Maybe an after-school special type song, but
Kids.
although I'm thinking, what if those parasites were in us the whole time, and it was the elk dung that helped us get them out? So
I don't think that's how that works.
would not lay odds on that, sir.
I will look at Petey and Staven and wonder if they have unholy hosts growing inside them. But I will not say that out loud yet. I'll just keep an eye on him.
Boy.
All Petey knows is that Petey feels fine and he doesn't smell.
I'll use a message cantrip with Soren. We may have to take them down if they go feral and rabid.
This is
What do you
what
mean?
happens when you sneeze and they don't say bless you. You cough out parasites.
Yeah, that's not how it works either.
Well, I feel fantastic
Oh.
and slightly lighter. I believe, gentlemen, we just should head 40 to 50 miles west or east. Excuse me, east. We'll cross the
East.
road. We'll cross the road about halfway through the next day, and then it'll be straight on to glory.
Are you
All
sure
right,
you wouldn't
well-
feel better if we found this town you were talking about first? So you might sleep in an honest-to-goodness bed?
If I'm being honest, I would prefer that we get the glory so we can ride in the town as champions and spread the name of Falcon and Petey. And, of course, Soren and Staven. But Petey and I are more the face, the celebrities. We need to... I'd rather go there with the sword than go there saying, yeah, we're about to get a sword tomorrow. That's not really as impressive.
I suppose it will be more glorious when you spit maggots on people. Lead on then, sir.
I don't remember this maggot incident of what you speak.
Oh, they'll get bigger.
So I think we're...
So I need you to make your survival roll then to traverse eastwardly. Do it.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos again. I know this is the start of the day, but I'm feeling that bold. I just don't want to fudge up a survival roll.
Well,
would be a
just to
bad
check,
time.
instead of doing that, I can theoretically assist and give him advantage, right?
Too late. He's already rolled
Yes.
successfully.
Never mind.
Can I get perception checks from you guys?
I'll do that then. Well, the sky is still above us.
You
Rocking the
sound like a
perception.
dwarf. I can't believe the sky is still above us. All right. You travel about 10 miles to the east. You encounter the road.
Fantastic.
Edie, can you roll a D100?
Oh boy. Nothing would make me happier.
Okay.
Another 63.
David, can you roll 2d6?
We do love rolling around that range. Seems to be our thing.
That's better than 6.
All right. Thorin, you spot 3 giant badgers that are laying beside the road and seem to be unusually well trained. They have noticed your party and are preparing to ambush you. They have a kind of feral intelligence.
Be on your toes. We've got
Well.
some feral badgers about.
I'd rather be on my feet.
The giant sheet of metal will come off my back into my hands.
And I will also draw my warhammer.
Okay, and so while you
Oh.
guys are like drawing weapons, the badgers burst out of the underbrush and begin to engage you.
Can I get off of speak with animals before we...
Will that make things worse?
Is that a bard?
I mean, really?
Bard spell?
Yes, it is
Okay,
a bard
go
spell.
ahead.
So yes, I will cast speak with animals.
Make your diplomacy with them or whatever you're going to do. I'm not really sure.
I'm just gonna taunt him during the fight. I think. I haven't really come up with a plan yet, to be honest, Arthur. So let's let the